Okay, my name is Max Resch. I study at Humboldt University Berlin, and I do political science and sociology.
My name is Elisa. I study history, contemporary history in Université Paris-Cité in Paris.
Hi, my name is Max. I study computer science at Kroz University, but I'm originally from Berlin.
Hi, I'm Niga. I am from Paris. I'm studying foreign policies of America and UK at University of Paris.
My name is Corinna and I study ethnography at Humboldt University in Berlin.
My name is Katarina Ilic. I study at the University of Belgrade Faculty of Political Science. I'm doing a master's in peace, security and development.
I like Belgrade very much. It's a beautiful city. I've been here during winter and it was not the most appealing stay since it was super cold. But coming here in summer and seeing this lively city with a lot of nature, with the rivers, I enjoyed very much here.
It was quite nice. It was my first time here. And I mean, it was quite interesting to see how the city works, especially with the public transport, traffic situation, and also the political climate, I guess. Lots of graffiti everywhere with political messaging that I didn't expect.
I think it was very nice. It's very different from what I'm used to. So it's what makes it so interesting. I feel like the history is very rich. Like every Serb I've spoken with had so much to know and so much to say, about the history of the city and the history of the country, which was really nice. I think many people were very surprised to see me. So at some point it could be like a very particular experience for me. But overall it was really good because mostly like the Serbs are very nice and like very friendly, very welcoming. And so yeah, both the city and the people were cute. So
I loved it. It's very different from Western Europe. I've been to Eastern Europe before, but when I was a child. It's definitely a different experience, different culture, and people are very nice. It was a different experience, and so far I've loved it.
I loved it. I thought Belgrade was amazing, like a very nice atmosphere, lots of like lively streets, very nice people. I really liked the architecture as well. So I had a great time. I think yesterday we watched the sunset at Kalemegdan and it was really beautiful.
I enjoyed having the multidisciplinary approach, and I think most of the information that was presented I have heard over my years of training, but it was nice to have it condensed into like a 5-day program. And also to exchange opinions with other young scholars and also with senior scholars that were lecturing us.
I think the summer school was particularly interesting for me because it's a completely different field than the field I study. Because I study history, obviously, and this was more like political sciences, so I got to learn about things that I do not know that much about. So it was really good, and it's way more about discussions, you give your opinion, and you hear different perspectives, so I think this is what made it particularly interesting.
I think what I liked most about the summer school is just the variety of people coming together from different fields, different sciences, and having the platform to openly exchange ideas and get to know different thoughts that you never would have had on your own. I think this is what I appreciated.
Everything. It was very educational, very informative, very insightful, especially for my future plans, future goals. It was directly linked to my future career plans, so it was extremely insightful, and I loved it. The professors, the staff, especially the staff, they were very helpful. Even before I came here, they were very responsive, very helpful. I loved everything about it.
To be honest, probably the people. That it gives you like an opportunity to connect with so many different people who are studying sometimes very similar, sometimes also very different things. And I feel like I've learned a lot, like during the lessons, but also outside of it. I've had many interesting conversations.
I liked that there was a variety of topics, which were all very relevant in my study field, but also in all different kinds of fields, and current world events. Everything was very widespread and talked about its implications on our everyday lives, but also our studies and potential future work.
I would recommend it. It was a really good experience. Yeah.
I would say so, yeah. I mean, I think first of all for the experience in Belgrade itself, because I mean, like one thing is going to a place and not knowing anyone and just having your typical tourist experience, and then yeah, also experiencing the university life in Belgrade was very interesting. It is somewhat similar to our university, I would say. Obviously, there's some cultural differences, but it was nice to see that, you know, universities all over Europe are kind of the same.
I would highly recommend it. I think to anybody who is part of the Circle U Alliance, I think it was a very easy process for me to apply and to come here, and I would do it every year again.
Definitely, 100%, yes.
Yes, I would recommend this summer school to anybody who's interested in these topics, regardless of the background that they come, of what they study, and how much knowledge they have of the topics. I also recommend it because there's a lot of people from other universities, so it's nice to have opportunity to interact with other people from the European community.
I would say the key takeaway is that democracy or democratic governance is in a state of crisis, and that it's not being discussed enough. Because I think in order to address the crisis, you need to address the fact that there is a crisis in the first place. And it was nice to, yeah, have a shared understanding of these circumstances with other students and lecturers.
First of all, just the experience of being in Belgrade. It's not even only the school, but like just discovering something so different from like where I'm from, what I do in my everyday life. I think it's not the first place that comes to your mind when it comes to visiting a new country, but it can really be interesting, I think, for anybody. So that's the first thing I would keep in mind. And the next one is more related to summer school. It's more personal, but I would say it's always good to like step out your comfort zone and try to learn about things that you do not know much about. That's what I'd say.
I think the main takeaway is that democracy and multilateralism is a fragile thing, but also a thing that is worth investing the effort in preserving it.
I've learned a lot about the liberal world order in this specific program. A lot of things that I didn't know before. Maybe I did know but didn't think about it in as much detail as I did after attending the seminars and lectures. So definitely leaving this program with a lot more knowledge on the subject than I had before.
That democracy is important, but not perfect.
Yeah, in times of democratic backsliding, it is important that we kind of get a feeling of how important democracy is, and that everybody gets to know what part they can do in sustaining democracy.
Maybe that we live in very complicated times, but that there's always hope, and that cooperation, even though it might be hard, is always the way to go.
I want to do a PhD, ideally in political economy or European studies. So this is quite relevant. And I think, yeah, that is also one of the reasons why I chose to go to the summer school, or chose to apply rather. And I think it just showed me that this is something that I want to continue in the future.
I have no clue. I think I would like to do a PhD, to become a researcher in history. That's what I'm trying to do for now. But I could also aim to work for a non-profit. So yeah, that would be my plans.
Plan A would be that what I'm working towards is becoming a diplomat or joining the civil services. I want to do something for the betterment of the world. If that doesn't happen, then I think I'm going to be a professor in the relevant field. Yeah.
I think I would like to work in sort of like the civil society sector and also like in international environments. I did gender studies for my bachelor's, so I think I would like to work somewhere that is promoting gender equality and women's rights.
I hope to work in public institutions or international organizations where I can put everything that I learned into practice, hopefully.
My future plans after graduation, if I only knew. I will probably stay in computer science for a while. I would like to do a PhD, but where I want to do it and how I want to do it, that is not certain. Maybe I will come to Belgrade.